Okay, today as a Christmas present I haven't been able to do the video I intended on Sparcstation hardware. So I realized that we were on the 20th anniversary of Apple and NeXTStep merge, and so I decided to show NeXTStep 3.3 on the so-called white hardware, which is a Sun Sparcstation, and NeXTStep was able to run on Sparcstation or an HPPA workstation. So it's the next best thing after running NeXTStep on black hardware. It's a bit tricky because NeXTStep has always been very picky about what it's running on, and this Sparcstation is a bit at the end of its lifetime because the environment battery is dead, so it produces all sort of undesirable effects on the date and time keeping. So NeXTStep is very difficult to boot, but once it's done, it works perfectly, and I applied the latest patches released by Apple in the early 2000s. So it works okay. So what we see here is the boot sequence, and I've shorted it a bit because I had to trick the Open Boot Perom into letting me go, and soon NeXTStep will be up and running. So what we see here is the login screen, because the NeXTStep is based on the BSD 4.4 Unix operating system with a proprietary graphical interface called Display PDF, and it's one of the first true what you see is what you get graphical user interface in the world. And not only was it what you see is what you get, but it printed dot for dot same thing. So I'm doing a quick tour of the demo programs that were solved with NeXTStep, and just imagine the wow factor when you could play chess in pseudo 3D. It was absolutely amazing and unheard of at the time, and NeXTStep exists since 1988, and the base system was already done by that time. So what we have here is incremental ameliorations of it, and nothing. It was in 1988 positively groundbreaking, borderline black magic. Nobody had seen something like that ever before, and it came as a requirement by the academy, who wanted what they called at the time a 3M machine, which means 1 million pixels, 1 megabyte of RAM, and 1 megaflop of processor speed. So NeXTStep was quite targeted at universities, and it was very expensive hardware and range of the 10,000 of US dollars, which would translate today probably circa 40,000 for the base machine. So the hardware didn't sold extremely well, but in the end Steve Jobs decided to have the best part of it, which was the operating system ported to generic hardware such as workstations by Sun, which is where we have it running today, and it was faster and better. The workstation I use it on today is vastly overrated for it, because it's got 275 MHz Super Spark processors, and NeXTStep uses only one. It's got 512 megabytes of RAM, and NeXTStep uses only 256, and it's got 2 gigabytes hard drives, and as they are a bit over 2 gigabytes, NeXTStep decides to use only 1 gigabyte on them. So basically I could, if it was possible, run 2 instances of the operating system. What we see here is truly the black magic in NeXTStep. It's the object programming. You are in interface builder, and you can drag graphically widgets on your application Canva. So here I'm replicating a famous demo by Steve Jobs. You have a text widget and then a slider widget. You connect both graphically again, and we see it in a moment there. And once you have made that connection and linked to the appropriate message, you can run your interface to test it, and when you slide the text in the text box, changes accordingly. It's not a mock-up, it's the real objects that are interacting before compile time. It was absolutely fantastic, and this is due to the nature of the programming language, which was Objective-C. Objective-C is part compiled C and part interpreted messaging system, so you could run your objects and pass them at execution time the messages, and it would work seamlessly. So this ends up this quick tour, and now we will power off that station. I will try to let you hear all the good sounds of it, and I say to all of you, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.